Hello, Friendly Man here once again, and I am here to do another chess tactic tempo. I should let you know, this is a free website. If you go to right here, chesstempo.com, it brings you to this website, and you can try some of these tactics yourself. So what this lesson is, for lesson 3, I want to talk to you a little bit about going back to the basics. A lot of chess coaches like me, you got to do the basics, got to go to the basics. You know, just do a pin, do a fork, and see, the reason why we keep on telling you that is because eventually you set yourself up for a combination, okay? And that combination has a bigger tactic in there, and then that's when everything starts working together. And that's why we say go back to the basics, and going to the basics you'll start learning how to, when the big stuff comes in, you can start adding on to it. First you have to start small, and then you work your way up, and then you start seeing more stuff. So okay, let's go and do some tactics. Okay, so with tactics, like we've been doing for the last couple of videos, is first we have to gather information. And I was like, okay, we have to see, you know, some of where this information is and stuff like that, like where the pieces are. So right now I can see a check right here, right off the bat. Boom, check. Okay. That will only bring the king to here, but then I have another move, and that should be checkmate. So that looks like the right move. Move right here. Boom. Okay. Next move, checkmate. Okay. Little back to basics ideas. Okay. So my queen's under attack. Okay. It looks really good to put just my queen here and for the mate here. But I want to let you know a little secret too. Just because it looks good, it doesn't mean that's what you should play. Because sometimes, you know, it's a trap. It's a setup to, you know, put yourself in the thing. And they might have a defense. In this situation, they have a huge defense. See, this pawn right here can block. So that's a big defense. And you want to force the king very fast. So what I want to do is I want to take here. Okay, now I can check them. And this is called the Blackburn's mate. See, I already recognized the pattern when I start talking. I was like, oh, this is a Blackburn's mate. Now I notice the pattern, then I could play it. Okay. Now, another problem is sometimes is I might say things that are way too fast. You know what I mean? Me, I'm filling in the gaps. You know what I mean? Like I think, oh, this is A and this is B. A, and this is so fast in my head, but there's something in between that you guys are missing. Now what I want you to do is, if you have questions, write it down in the comments below, because I don't know what gaps, you know what I mean? I'm moving so fast, you're like, oh, you know, you don't even realize that I'm just talking way too fast for the situation at hand. You know, it's like, oh, so now let's gather some more information. Okay, see, here's something that you got to look at. There's a bishop here. Okay, that's doesn't look important, but it's important enough. Okay, so I can push this pawn to attack this knight, but that brings the knight back to here. Right? This knight is only protected by the rook. So what can it be? What can it be? I don't want to move my queen here or something like that, because that puts me into a pin. Okay. If I take here, queen takes, then I go here, and then it just kicks me out. That doesn't work. This tactic's a little bit more difficult than the others. Here and here. Oh, look at that. See that? That looks like fork thing right there. So it's called moving the defender. Take. And now I can fork him. Doo-doo. I bet you any money that was a 1700 puzzle right there. That was one of the tougher puzzles. Okay, so if I take here, the rook takes. I don't think it accomplishes its task. I can go here to attack the queen, but it really doesn't do anything. Now, I think I can go here and threaten the windmill. I think that's what they're after here. Yeah. So, now I'll just see if there's any back rank mates that I'm unaware of. So I'm thinking, take, if pawn takes, and then he can go here. See, the pawn can take here. Yeah, okay, let's go here. Oh, he just takes that. He didn't even want me to have it. Oh, what happened? Man, some computers, eh? Just act right up. There. Okay, this will be my last puzzle. So, you guys can think about what I did. Stuff like that. This looks kind of interesting. So you can see this bishop line going all the way through here. It looks like I can take here. Okay. And if the king takes back, okay, the queen can check. Okay. He can't go down here because this will be checkmate, so he has to come out. Okay. I don't see how to follow up with it. I can check him here, and I'll force the king here, and then I can have a fork between the king and the queen and the rook. But I don't think that's it. Okay. Okay. I can also move my queen here right away, make a queen sacrifice. Okay. And then that threatens the mate. That threatens the mate. Takes, rook takes, but then he checks, rook takes, rook comes down here, and that's checkmate. That doesn't work. See, the rook, good, the square. So that's not good either. So, there's a third option. Now, did you see the third option already? Okay. So we were talking about these two pieces, but there's a third piece right here. Okay. And this is, I think this is how you do it. There you go. Here, check. Remember I said go back to the basics? This is it. I self-pinned him. So he's self-pinned. Check. And now I was able to make it more complicated with a rook sacrifice. There. And that's